In today's video, we will see how to download ITR forms online. So first, we need to open income tax website www.incometax.gov.in. There is an option of download. Click on download option, and here you have to select assessment here. If you want to file ITR for financial 23-24, so 23-24 assessment year 24-25. So after selecting, now you can see there is available ITR 1, 2, 4 and 6 form. Click on ITR 1 if you want to download this, and click on utility Excel format. Now your file is downloaded. So how you have to sell your contract basis services and how you will be received TDS receivable entry in TelePrime, I'm going to tell you in this video. First of all, we will see if you sell your contract service, so how you will be record sale invoice. So from gateway of telepress fee, from the right hand side, select sales voucher and click on change mode and select accounting invoice. As because we are going to sell services, so that's why we will select accounting invoice. Now party account name, if party ledger is created, so select from the list of ledger. If not created, so by pressing Ctrl C you can create your new party ledger. In particular, by pressing Ctrl C you can create your service sale. So here we are selling contract service, so you can create your ledger as a contract service under indirect income, as because you are going to sell contract services to your clients. So basically ultimately this is your income source, so that's why we will create this ledger under indirect income. GST will be applicable, and insert alter GST detail, press yes, and you have to fill all the information related GST, like SSC code of contract service. And in nature of transaction, select not applicable if you are selling these services to intrastate, and if you are selling the services to local state, to select sales taxable. 18% tax rate will be applied on these services. And type of supply, select services, as because we are going to sell services. Save this ledger. Now you can see there is an option in ledger description. You can mention here description. You are selling which kind of contract basis services. Let's suppose you are providing electricity contract virtual services to your client. So you can mention in description electricity contract work. And amount you can fill here. Let's suppose you have sold 1 lakh plus GST. So 1 lakh, this is a basic amount, and here you have to apply output CGST and output SGST. By mistakenly I have selected input GST, but you have to select output CGST and output SGST. So this is how we will make and we will record our sale entry. And after that, when party will deduct our TDS, and we will receive TDS amount. So we need to book TDS receivable entry in TelePrime. So from here, invoice value is 1,18,000 and TDS will be deducted on basic value, and basic value was 1 lakh rupees. So 1 lakh rupees, 2% TDS will be deducted under section 194C. So by pressing Ctrl C, let me change the date of the invoice. Now let me open the ledger of the party. Here you can see the invoice is 1,18,000. If you want to calculate your TDS amount without calculator, so you can use calculator, and you can open calculator in TelePrime by pressing Ctrl, and calculator will be open and you can calculate your TDS amount. Basic value is 1 lakh rupees, and we will calculate TDS amount at the rate of 2%. So 1 lakh, 2% will be 2000. So by pressing Ctrl A, we will add voucher, and here we will start booking TDS receivable entry. So we need to create TDS receivable ledger. So I'm going to create here TDS receivable on contract. In bracket you can mention 194C. This is a section under current assets, as because this is not our liability, and we are going to book this, so that's why we will create under current assets. So TDS receivable ledger will be debit with 2000, as because 2% of 1 lakh rupees, it's 2 lakh. So you can open calculator in TelePrime by pressing Control N, and you can use TelePrime calculator. We are going to see if you have taken rent service and your landlord is asking security money, so how you will be record this entry in TelePrime, I'm going to tell you in this video. So we are going to create a basics ledger for recording this entry. First ledger, we are going to create rent expenses under indirect expenses. GST will be not applicable, and save this ledger. Second ledger, we will create for rent payable expenses under current liability, and save this ledger. Third ledger, we are going to create rent security money deposit under current assets, and save this ledger. So this is how we have created basics ledger for recording this entry. Now let's suppose you have given rent security money to your landlord. So how you will be record this entry? So from gateway of Tally, for recording this entry, press V, voucher will be open, and from the right hand side select payment voucher, as because we are going to pay. So whenever you are going to pay to anyone, so you have to record that entry in payment voucher. By pressing F2, you can change the date and which ledger will be debited first. So rent security deposit ledger will be debited. Amount will be debited whatever amount you are going to pay them. So let's suppose we are going to pay 50,000, so 50,000 will be debit and bank ledger will be credited. So this is how you have to book your rent security monies deposit in TelePrime. Ship to and bill to address is different, and you want to print bill to ship to different addresses, and your sale invoice is not printing with the different address bill to and ship to. So how you will be print and how you have to configure, I'm going to tell you in this video. So let me open any of invoice. So you can see I have opened sales invoice, and now you can see in party details there is showing bill to and ship to address. If this option is not showing, so click on right hand side F12 option and mark first option as a yes. So bill to and ship to option will be enabled. Now you can see bill to option is the name of Komal, and the state is New Delhi, and ship to address in the name of Sheetal, and state is Maharashtra. So I have saved this bill to and ship to address. Now let me show you print preview. So click on print current and then preview. Now you can see on the invoice bill to and ship to address are showing same. Under bill to address showing Komal, and under ship to address showing Komal. So same address is showing in both the addresses. So how you have to configure? Click on the configure option, and there is the option under party details, show name and address from party master. Mark this option as a no, and by pressing Ctrl A you can save the screen. Now let me show you print preview of the invoice. Now you can see there is under ship to address Sheetal, Maharashtra state is showing, and under bill to address Komal, New Delhi state is showing. So both the different addresses are showing different bill to and ship to. You can also configure as I show you in this video. Thank you for watching. Keep